Hey, Russ. How are you?
Doing okay.
Well, I am too. Just a little talking in the green room there about our week, and
Mhm.
I guess all of us are just trying to get ready for Christmas, and wrapping and decorating frantically, and buying presents, and all those things that we do this time of year. But now you've been doing some other things this week. What's been on your agenda?
Well, I've just been recovering from a busy week at the parks last week, and then trying to catch up and job hunt and do all that normal stuff, and
Uh huh.
just life. So
Yeah. Yeah. Now you have, how was Give Kids the World? I would really love to have been there for that. How was that?
it it is amazing. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I would love to see it in its full
Hey,
swing.
Dean.
So, and hey Pam, and
Hey,
yeah, hey Dean.
Dean and Pam and Keith. Good to see you guys tonight.
I I would love to see it in its full swing. I mean, it's an amazing place for some awesome families that need it,
Yeah.
which they can't do right now.
Right.
But the lights and things are. I mean, they brought in excellent revenue for them, and it's helped to raise a lot of money for when they can open.
Right.
Um, but I mean, they've got so much stuff over there. I mean, it's so cool. I mean, I would love to stay there.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Uh,
mean, it's so cool. So.
yeah. I have never been over.
Mhm.
I would really love to go, and hopefully we can plan that at some
Mhm.
point and make that happen. But I know that Give
Well,
Kids the World is just amazing.
yeah, I mean, of course, this has been the first time that I've actually been over there. I mean, I've followed them for a long time on Instagram, and of
Mhm.
course, learned through Resort TV One, and other channels and things, and this and that, that they're the Beverly Challenge for them, and just different things that we've raised money for them, and and seen little things here and there, but to
Oh
be
yeah,
there on property and to see exactly what they do,
right,
um, to
right,
talk to some of the other volunteers that were there,
yeah,
and to just see everything that goes on and their setup. I mean, it's amazing. So
yeah.
you have to try and get over there sometime. And if you're, I mean, even people set it up to where they can volunteer while they're here on vacation. And
Oh
uh,
wow, okay.
they'll, you do have
So they have positions that you could do that if you wanted to.
you you do have to be you have to go through background check and do all that if
Sure,
you're working with kids.
totally
Um,
understandable.
but you can set it up ahead of time. You can do that all online. Set it up for when you're here, and there are people that they'll come and they'll spend a week working there, and then go on vacation.
Hmm.
Or even a couple of days. Like you can go
Yeah,
in. I mean, there's positions for all kinds of things. You can work the ice cream stand. You can help you know help run the games, and
right. Oh yeah, I would think there would be lots of
help
stuff,
help serve
involved.
dinner, cook dinner. I mean, there's all
Oh
kinds of
wow,
things
okay.
to do. You can do art projects, you can
Mhm.
sing and dance, you can anything that they could ever need. I mean, because it's a full on resort. Um,
Man. Uh-oh, Russ, did we lose you? Uh-oh, Russ, did we lose you?
I'm back.
Russ is locked up.
It
Okay.
it freezes every now and again, so
Oh, okay. There you go.
I'm back.
So
I can hear you, but the screen goes black for whatever reason,
oh,
and
okay.
it
Yeah,
freezes me. So,
I don't
um,
know.
but yeah,
You
I
were
mean,
saying it's a full-on resort.
yeah, it's a full on resort. I mean, it is smaller. I don't know how many different houses they have, but
Mhm.
each one is like a bungalow type house, and so you
Okay.
can usually put two families in a house.
Right.
Um,
Okay.
and then they've got housing for volunteers that are
Mhm.
actually staff, um, things like that. To me, it reminds me, and I my during my college, I
Mhm.
was on the camp team, and we went to camps and things like that. It reminds me of a very nice upscale camp where
Right.
there's all these things that you can do. They've got the pool, they've got the mess hall, they've got
Oh,
the
yeah.
games, and things like that. That all these different activities that you can come and do, and you're living on campus for the week. But then yet you go out and into Florida, into Central Florida, and go on these excursions and, go to the parks.
Welcome in.
Do all
Welcome
kinds
in,
of
Chris
stuff.
Norman. Thanks
Welcome.
for being here.
But yeah, I mean, it's amazing. And the amount of work that the volunteers did to put up all of those lights and to make every single house unique is amazing.
Hey, Chris. Chris and Sarah and Addie and Logan. Hey guys, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. They're special friends of ours. Golly, we have to get over there. We absolutely have to make it a point to get over there at some point. And gosh, it would be amazing to volunteer. If we can, check that out, because a lot of times, or when we go, I really prefer to stay in Orlando for 2 weeks when we go. And so, we might be able to make that happen. We'll have to talk about that and get over there, because I know it's, just from what I've seen, they get a lot of support, obviously, from our Disney YouTube community, tons of support. And just really, I need to do some research to really seem like a great, worthy organization. So, Give Kids the World. We need to check them out.
We ran into the director. We ran into the director. I believe her name is Pamela. That it was funny because we were just standing there hanging out by the pool, and she was walking around with a strand of lights in her hands. like she was taking them somewhere.
There you go.
She's living on property, in order to kind of help caretake and to manage.
Say that to me, an administrator, if you will, who is also a worker. Yeah, yes. That's the kind of boss you want.
Very passionate about what she's doing, and
that's great.
And it shows, because even the volunteers that we met, and these guys, these are volunteers. These are not paid people. They're not. They're people that come in that live in the surrounding neighborhood, or even further out, that come in and spend their time at Give Kids the World. And every single person that I met had a smile on their face, was excited that we were there.
Yeah.
We're grateful that we were there.
Oh, yeah.
Because it meant that we were there to help support. So
now, Russ, tell me how Give Kids the World works. What do they do exactly to serve children?
So, and this I don't know everything, but from what I know is that they work with a family who has medical needs, that and a lot of these kids are Make-A-Wish kids, who their wish is to come to Central Florida to go to the theme parks, to do those things. And so what I'm thinking, and what I know, and what I've read and what I've heard, Give Kids the World was started basically to help expedite those wishes. And so rather than deal with all the red tape, and you have to contact the hotel, and they have to get it approved that this family can come, and that it's going to be with no cost and all, they set up this location to where the families can come completely for free, and spend a vacation, completely devoted to them. And so
that's amazing.
While the kids are there, they have medical staff and places for medical staff to even stay if that's a need. Those kids arrive, and each kid, and I didn't get to go in because they didn't have it open, but they have the Magic Castle area basically, and every kid that comes in gets a star. And Disney and Universal and SeaWorld, all of the theme parks have worked together to create this place. They've done all these decorations and designs, and there's just magical looking. And they've donated every bit of it. Like, all of the houses were built for free by a contractor here in Florida.
Oh, that's amazing.
You know, so I mean, this place is just it's
Incredible.
beloved by Central Florida. I mean, and a lot of
Oh, hey,
you know, a lot of
Stacy.
companies take care of them. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's basically a place that these kids can come and with their families and spend time, you know, with their family.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and it could be their last vacation together. It could be,
Oh
you know, a
gosh.
road to recovery. You
Right.
know, and that's the
Right.
thing. It's never, you know, you never know. But each
Right.
kid is a star, and each kid is special because so each kid they get a wishing star when they arrive, and they have a ceremony for every child that comes in, and they get to make a wish on this star. Well, then there's some kind of special effects, and
Yeah.
you can go to Give Kids the World's YouTube channel and see some of this stuff. They've got a really cool YouTube channel. Um,
Could
and
one of our
I was
ghost
gonna say
hosts
if
drop that
Stacy, I'm sure has it.
link, please, Stacy? Yeah, please. I'm sure
Um,
Stacy has it.
and to where each kid gets the star, they make a wish, and then there's like these special effects that go. Well, by the time they leave, their star will be engraved with their name on it, and they put it somewhere in the castle to where it's on the wall or in the ceiling,
Oh,
whatever,
wow.
and that becomes their wishing star. And so,
Right.
you know, later on down the road, if that child should pass away, then the link to Give Kids the World, Stacy, if you just to their to their YouTube channel. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Russ is telling us a little bit about, for those of you who just joined us, we're talking about Give Kids the World, which is a phenomenal organization in Florida, and he's telling us a little bit about how they serve kids.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Russ.
No, but yeah, so this is, you know, it's a way to kind of memorialize that child, to memorialize their trip. So like I say, if you know, if that child does pass away, then that's a place for their parents can come back and see that
Right.
star on the
Right.
wall and remember that. It's also a thing that, you know, you see all these other kids that Give Kids the World has helped. Um, and it
Hey,
just is
Alex.
inspiring for the volunteers.
Welcome
And
in.
but yeah, I
Thank you,
mean,
Stacy.
they have character meet and greets every week. They have I think
Wow.
what I read was that every day of the week is a different holiday, and so they celebrate every single like holiday during the week that you're there.
Oh,
So
fun.
so you know they'll have they do have their own mascots. It's some rabbits, but then they also they have characters from Disney. They'll come over, princesses and Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse visits Give Kids the World once a week.
Oh, how
and
great is
and
that?
they'll have meet and greets and
That
same
is
with
so great.
Universal characters and you know, things like that. And no, Alex, it's not on a sad note. I was saying that you know, this is what Give Kids the World does for these kids because they're sick and they you know, you just never know it. And but this is a way for them to try and heal and for them to enjoy, you know, what they have now. So
Yeah. Oh, did you guys do that, Chris? Chris says we did the Night of a Million Lights before we left Orlando. Addie loved it. Oh my goodness! Wow.
It is. It's awesome. So
Yeah.
hey, Will.
Oh, hey, Will.
I'm trying to be your replacement tonight. So.
Oh no, you're not a guest anymore. You're family. You're just kind of old hat around here on the Hitchhiking Bones. William and Jillian, tonight, guys, tonight is Jillian's birthday. So if you haven't wished Jillian a happy birthday, send her a message on Instagram or and wish her happy birthday. And so William is not with us tonight. He is celebrating Jillian's birthday with her. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, happy birthday, Jillian. By the way,
I do have a video of when we went.
I thought you might. I was about to ask if you were going to put anything on the channel.
Yeah, I am going to put together a video. It was a fun night too because I went with a lot of people.
Yes.
It's Joey's World. Went with them, Joey, Keith, and Lisa.
Yeah.
Walt and Melissa, Mouse Talk.
Hey, Amy. Yeah.
Jeff and Ange, Diz Our Dream, Carlos, Disney World Freak. I think it was everybody. Oh, and then we met
that's
Kat.
Fantastic.
Perfectly Cat. She came in as well while we were there. So just an amazing fun night of us, hanging out. You add all those lights and things. It was just fun. So most of my video will be me just panning around looking at lights.
Yeah. Well, now, am I to understand, Russ, and I think we've mentioned this before, but am I to understand that when the Oswald family spectacle of lights, I always say Oswald because I'm thinking of the Lucky Rabbit.
Yeah.
The Osborne family spectacle of lights ended, that some of those lights, if not all of them, went to Give Kids the World. Am I right about that?
So I think, yes, most of the lights that they had in storage left over from that is what came to Give Kids the World. I know Universal also sent a few things over, like different elements and things. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that most of the string lights and strand lights came out of what they used to use for, and they didn't even use them all. I mean, they only used like, I don't know, a third of them.
Yeah. Golly, yeah, I'm sure because there were so many there.
Stacey, that actually might have been a different night because Thursday night we were at Disney Springs, and we were on with Pete for a little bit too. I don't know if that was on a stream or not. Okay, I'll tell you this. So we FaceTimed Pete while eating Sprinkles cupcakes in front of Sprinkles.
Was that, Russ, I never thought of you as being really mean, but
that wasn't my idea.
Well, was it, let me guess, Jeff?
Let's see. No, Stacey, Friday we were at, let's see, where
That's
we were.
Funny.
I guess it was Friday night. Yeah, so Friday night we were at Disney Springs. So
So Steve did it too. Man.
Yeah. But now Carlos did get him some. We got him some.
He did. And that was really, I thought that was so sweet of Carlos to take all that stuff. He took some of Donna's cookies, that big, the big baking marathon that she did to benefit Give Kids the World.
If you guys haven't seen that, she raised $10,000.
Oh man. Donna Jaworski, guys, Dinners with Donna. Absolutely. She did I believe it was a 7-hour stream. It was like a cookie baking marathon and benefited Give Kids the World and raised over $10,000, guys.
That's almost 2 wishes.
Yes.
So
we donated. I know that we donated, and there were so many people. I think when I left the stream, and I had some stuff to do, I stayed on with her for like 5 hours, and she was still going with making those cookies. And I think she was at 7,500, maybe about 7. I think she was at 7,500, and she had bumped her goal up to 8,000. And then, I looked again later on, and she was over $10,000. That is incredible. That's just, man, Donna is fantastic. We love Donna. And Dinners with Donna Jaworski. Check out her channel, guys.
Tina said that even after the stream, she baked for another 3 hours just to finish all the cookies. Yes. Tina, and I talked with her a little bit, and gosh, she must have been exhausted because she was on the stream. What was she on the stream for 7 hours, guys? I think she probably she started at 4 and then
Okay, Stacy says the link is still open. If anybody wants to still give to Donna's fundraiser, Donna Jaworski, a member of our community, we love her to pieces, does dinners with Donna. And so that link is still open if you guys want to give. Yeah. And the Christmas cookie baking marathon, Stacy's dropped the link to that too. Thanks so much, Stacy. It was so much fun. I tell you, I absolutely love Donna.
Alex says it was 6 hours and 55 minutes. So
man. I was thinking it was about that, Alex. Yes. Golly, 6:55. Wow. And she, bless her heart, she probably had to get off her feet for a little while.
I'm sure.
For that.
She's already got bad feet as it is.
I know. So
she's more than willing to do it. I mean,
she is. So. Golly, I was so happy to see them. We ran into them at Hollywood Studios when we were there last time. We were not streaming at the time, but Josh was streaming, so we were on their live stream. And Dean was really excited. He sent us a message on Instagram and said, "Hey, I just saw you guys on their stream." And the whole gang was there. We got to see Mom and Dad and Jenna, of course, and Nick. I think Samantha was there, and so I got to talk with Jane and Donna for a little while, and just really enjoyed that. Just really cool. But so give kids the world. I appreciate you telling us a little bit more about that, Russ. We may try to do some kind of a fundraiser for them at some point, or to come up with something. I know there are several in the community who came up with different ways to raise money for them. So we may definitely, we may definitely look into that. In the future, have that on our radar for sure. Colin Cropley, hey. I attend the Keller family Christmas party every year with my mom. Colin, it's good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, God bless Donna Jaworski. I hope she got to rest her feet. I'm sure she has by now, Dean. Yeah. But anyway, we'll definitely check into that, because I know it's just a phenomenal organization, and that they do amazing things. Now, you said that 5,000, that 10,000 was enough for 2 wishes, right?
It was. It's $6,000. It's about $6,000 to fulfill a wish,
right?
And so that basically pays for a family to stay on property a week. So
good deal.
About $6,000, which you compare that to a Disney vacation, that's pretty cheap. So
yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, and really, Russ, I mean, people talk about how expensive Disney vacations are, and they are. Don't get me wrong, the Disney is expensive, but really, Jeff and I, we think sometimes about other vacations that we take, and it's I mean, we spend that much on other vacations too. So, and really, there are ways to save money. There are ways to save money on Disney vacations. And so, maybe that would be a good vlog for us to put out, ways to save money. There are lots of ways to save money. Disney vacation. So, we'll have to.
It's a little different for me now that I live here, but that's when I would come. I mean, I would usually have to come by myself, and I would, I'd have to pick and choose, what I would want to do, and have my goals and have to stick to that budget. So
definitely. Well, and I did too. When I was there, I mean, I had kind of a list ahead of time. You went shopping. We went shopping there in Disney Springs and kind of spent the day, looking around. And I had, several things that I knew I wanted to get. And there was one. I had some birthday money that I spent, and I did get that Jim Shore Hitchhiking Ghosts. I did get that, so I'm really excited about that. But I did kind of stick to the budget. I did. I knew I wanted to get some, Christmas presents, that kind of thing. So you can kind of set a budget for yourself. And yes, sometimes you have to go through the emporium like this, just so you can't see to all this stuff. But yeah, you can definitely do it. Yeah, your Disney tradition is getting a turkey leg. Okay, well, we need to.
Which I think, Dean, don't you go to Magic Kingdom tomorrow?
I think he does.
I think he's going to Magic Kingdom tomorrow, so I foresee,
tomorrow or Thursday.
I foresee a turkey leg coming soon. So
I do too. Yeah. Now, okay, which quick service did I hear is open for turkey legs? I bet Dean knows. Which one's open? I'm trying to remember. I heard which one.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
He said tomorrow.
Yay, Dean, I'm so excited for you.
You can't, I was going to say, they usually have a stand open, but I mean, I don't know where you get them now. But.
Yeah, I bet you Dean knows.
Oh, he knows. He knows right where to go. And then I found them at Universal for him the other day and sent him a picture. So they have them too.
Well, great. See, I didn't know that they had them again.
Yeah.
Oh, Alex, thanks so much for coming in. You have a paper to finish? Absolutely.
Good luck on your paper, man.
Being here. Thanks so much, Alex. It's so sweet of you to drop in.
Yeah,
have a
Liberty
great
Square.
night.
That's what I was thinking, get them at Liberty Square. So
yeah. Yes. Yeah, Liberty Square. Good luck on that paper, Alex. Do a good job. And thanks again for being here. I know, Keith, you are looking forward to your Orlando trip. I know you're looking forward to that too. So, we love you too, Alex, and we appreciate you popping in. So you have a great night. Just a couple, we didn't really, we kind of jumped right into Give Kids the World, and there's really wasn't a whole lot on today in Disney history, but there was one that I wanted to mention that I thought was really interesting. Just a couple of them. The first one was in 1888. Herbert Arthur Disney, who is Walt's brother and the eldest child of Flora and Elias Disney, was born today. Today's his birthday in 1888. Herbert Arthur Disney. So the other, and he was the eldest brother. The other one that I thought was really interesting, yesterday, guys, was Pearl Harbor Day. And that is something that I always think of because my dad was a World War II veteran. And so on this day in 1941, which was the day after the Pearl Harbor bombing, the U.S. Army finished setting up camp at Walt Disney's Burbank studio for the repair of military vehicles and anti-aircraft guns. And they use it as a primary defense station to guard the nearby Lockheed at that time plant against possible air attacks. So I thought that was interesting. It says that 1/3 of Walt's animators were eventually drafted to serve. That evening, Walt received a call from a Navy official offering the studio a contract for 20 films on aircraft and warship identification. So,
and it's called Victory Through Air Power. If you ever have a chance to watch it, it's a lot of the propaganda films and technical films.
Right.
It may not be the most exciting thing, but it's very interesting for the historical side of it. So
I will definitely. Now, what was the name of it again, Russ?
Victory Through Air Power.
Victory Through Air Power.
And it's actually based on the book. I have it over on my shelf over there.
Oh.
It's very long and dry read, but I'm a huge aviation fan, and so it talks all about the old planes and how we should.
Right.
It's basically, the book is about how we could win the war, using this technology.
Wow.
And then they use the films to help push that.
Right.
So that the United States would get behind the war effort.
Yes. Right.
So,
Right. Which we very much did.
mhm.
Big time. So, well, and when all, I mean, we could talk about that for a long time. We won't spend too much more time on it, but that, yeah, eventually, as most of the men went to war, my dad included. Of course, it was a long time before I came along, but the women, the women stepped in, to man the factories and step into those positions to kind of keep the country running for the war effort. It was an amazing time. They don't call them the greatest generation for no reason, guys. So
My grandmother has stories. She moved to Cincinnati to work in a factory for World War II, and that's what they did. Her and a friend, they lived in someone's house and went and helped make parts. So
Jeff's grandmother was actually a Rosie the Riveter.
Yeah,
she was a master welder during the war. She welded on warships in California. So that's what she did. She was a tough little short German woman, and I wouldn't have crossed her for the world. She was an amazing woman. She really was. This would be Jeff's grandmother Bone. So
I had both my grandfathers were also in the Army
in
World War II, and one was an anti-aircraft gunner who was stationed in France.
Yeah.
And until the day he died, he would not get on a plane.
Wow.
Because of it. And then my other grandfather was in the infantry. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I thought that was really just an interesting, piece of history that happened. Again, this would have been the day after Pearl Harbor Day in 1941. So, yeah. Lightening the mood just a little bit.
I was going to say, we a little somber there, but that's okay. That's part of remembering it. So
yeah, it is. It is. So, let's see. Yeah. We know you're looking forward to your trip, Keith, for sure. Excited about that for you. Well, back to our regularly scheduled programming, if you can call it that. I have just a couple of little questions we're going to discuss here, and I'll have to give Kadani Sean. I think is actually on Dole Whip Dad's football stream tonight, and so he's not here. But I will give him credit for this question. He's doing Vlogmas on his YouTube channel. And he asked this question when he opened his socks yesterday. He's doing the socks advent calendar, the Mickey Mouse socks advent calendar. But the question that he asked, it really got me thinking. He asked, what is your favorite Christmas present that you've ever been given? And, I kind of started thinking about that. And what I have one, as a child, what my favorite was, and then, as an adult.
Yeah.
But I'll tell this little story, and this, when I tell this story, it basically makes my husband cry. There's another story with my husband that goes with this one. But when I was a little girl, 4 or 5 years old, really young, I was a daddy's girl, and I always, would ask my dad. I wanted a Christmas tree on my own. I don't know why. I just, as my little child brain, just thought that would be so cool to have just a little Christmas tree that was just mine in my room. And so, my 1 year, I was probably 5, about 5 years old. My mom was a kindergarten teacher, and so I would have been in her room that year. And my dad, we went out on my aunt's property and found this little Christmas tree. and he chopped it down. It was probably, 3-4 feet tall tops. And my mom, when she was when she taught kindergarten, what she made, like kids today have cubbies to store their stuff in. When my mom taught school, she would take those, like if you've ever seen in a cafeteria, vegetables come in like giant sizes. The can is like this big. Well, she would have the school cafeteria save those cans and enough for her class. And then she would paint those all pink for girls and red for the boys. And then she would write her name on them and line them with a paper sack. And that would be our cubby. That's where we, that little can would be our cubby. And so Mother took one of those cans with my name on it, little pink can, and that's what they put the tree in. That's what they put the tree. And so I have a picture. I didn't have time to look it up, guys, but maybe I can have it on next week. I have a picture up that my sister took. My sister was the family photographer. We wouldn't have any photographic, record of our family without Susan. And so I have a picture of me sitting in front of that little tree. And that is probably, as a child, that was one of my best. That was probably one of my best. Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda.
Oh, hey, Rhonda. Oh, hey. Oh, good deal. Good deal. So you guys in the chat, what is your favorite Christmas present ever? Now I have a secondary one. And my secondary one has to be my favorite, and that would be William. Because William came on Christmas.
That's kind of cheating.
Now, how many people can say they had a baby on Christmas morning? I mean, really. I think Jeff Bates' birthday is on Christmas Day. Jeff Bates is a Christmas baby. But yeah, William came on Christmas morning, and I always say that's why he loves Disney so much, because he came at 5:08 a.m. Christmas morning, and by the time the Disney Christmas parade came on, we were back in the room and watching the Christmas parade. So the Disney Christmas parade is literally the first thing he ever watched in his life. So I say that I say that's kind of, if he'd been a girl, my OBGYN wanted to name him Holly Noel.
Rhonda said that her boyfriend's name is Christmas, but it's spelled with a K, K-R-S-M-A-S.
Oh, really?
He was born on Christmas.
Oh, neat. Yeah. Well, that's, and yeah. So, if he'd been a girl, and my doctor, who was I had the most wonderful doctor, he wanted to name her Holly Noel, but fortunately for William, he was a boy. So Russ, can you think of a favorite? That's kind of hard. Yeah.
I mean, I have, I remember like getting toys or whatever, as a kid and things like that. I mean, probably I remember one year I got a remote controlled truck. It was an RC truck and this is the first time I'd ever used or ever had a RC anything. And I had that truck until I was in high school. I mean, that's, I had just had it. I got a lot more. Most of the presents that I got were from my grandma. She one year got me and my brother an electronic ping pong game, and we played that thing for hours. Like we'd run the batteries out, and then have to. Hang on, I'm going to turn this off because I keep getting messages. Yeah, we would play that thing until the batteries died, and things like that. but I mean, I don't know. We did probably the most memorable gift is probably one that I actually gave, and that was a trip to Disney. That I put together. It was my first year working for the company, and so I decided, okay, well, I'm going to bring my family, and we're going to go. And so that was probably the most memorable gift anyway. And that to me, that stands out more to me as the gifts that I give than I get, because I'm a gift giver. That's just who I am.
Yeah.
And so, that's
yeah, that's cool. That is cool. Yeah. I love to give gifts too. That is definitely one of William's love languages is gift giving. He's definitely a gift giver. It's up at the top for him, and he, my eldest son is also a gift giver. But I try really hard when I give a gift to somebody to think about, what would they really like? Because I want them to really, I want that pleasure of seeing them light up and know that I've given them something that they really wanted. So I enjoy that too. In the chat, guys, what can y'all think of? Dean says so many presents over the years. I enjoy the gathering of the family. And that's definitely it. Because I'm going to ask next, what is your family's best Christmas tradition? Our family had, we had a lot of, my mom being a kindergarten teacher, she was huge into decorating. We spent hours decorating her room at school, and then we would, decorate the house and what have you. So she was huge at decorating for all of the holidays. But so I guess really one of my favorite traditions when I was a child was, now I know I'm dating myself, guys. I was a child at the time, so it's really young. But and you may remember this, Russ. I don't know if you would know about this or not, but before the onset of fake Christmas trees, of course, you'd go out and you chop down a tree and what have you. And it was still the big Christmas bulbs. Think about those old-fashioned light strands with the big fat bulbs. And so my mother, we put decorating the tree. I can remember this like it was yesterday in my mind. I can see this as clear as a bell. My mother would put on gloves, and then she would wrap the Christmas bulbs in angel hair.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay. It's okay.
Sure.
See, okay. It was like, what was it? It was actually, this is probably really bad stuff now, but it was like the fibers that they make insulation out of.
Oh, goodness.
What's that called? It's like fiber. It was like, no, well,
no,
it was like fiberglass filament. Yeah.
Yeah, fiberglass.
It was fiberglass filament.
Yeah.
But it was just gorgeous when you wrapped it around
the light.
And it would like reflect, and it was just gorgeous. That's what it was, Tina. Thanks for helping me out there.
That stuff's itchy too.
It's itchy. So she would, it's horrible. So she would wear gloves and wrap but I can just, and it was so pretty though, because the light would just reflect off that they called it angel hair. Yeah. So have I told you something that you didn't know? So you did you not know that, Russ?
Well, I didn't know it was called angel hair. I mean, I've worked with fiberglass, and I've actually done that, but we never called it angel hair. But because we never used it.
Well, it was a thing. It was like this would have been, gosh, this would have been early 70s, late 60s, early 70s. So, but yeah, so I just, and remembering my mom was a baker. My mom was a wonderful cook, but she loved to bake. She really
Mhm.
enjoyed baking more than anything. And the smells of, our house. And so I'm just really blessed to have, yeah, exactly. Stacy, right. Yeah, Corvettes don't dent, they shred. Yeah. But
So,
anyway,
so Dean said that his love language is eating turkey legs.
I missed that one. Thanks for calling. Oh gosh, we know, Dean. We know if there was ever a doubt in our minds, it's not. That's great. We know that.
Yeah, I've done fiberglass work. We use it for different things, for sets and things that we've made, or props and things that I've done. But yeah,
Yeah.
never for decorating like that. So.
Well, this would have been, this was before you were born, but it was a thing that that people did for their. It was an older Christmas tradition, but just kind of fun, and one that I really I would love to. I would love, and I think they have them. Those great big bulbs. I would love to put those on my tree again.
Yeah.
Just
They're hard to find, but I mean you can find them, but they are hard to find now. You can't, because they just don't make light bulbs like that anymore. So,
right. Yeah.
Everything's LED now. So
yeah. It's different, and it's probably improved, but
I mean I remember because we used to put lights up around the house, and that was my job, was to go around and check the bulbs.
Yeah.
So if there was a bulb out, it was my job to fix it. So
there you go. Yeah, just the whole golly, yeah. We have improved. We have improved on those things for sure. Is there anything that comes to mind for you, Russ, as far as traditions?
Every tradition I can think of revolves around food.
Well,
for my family,
I'm with you. Yeah.
I mean, we have to eat a big meal every time we get together if we, for the family. Christmas wise, I mean, usually we would try and do breakfast in the morning. We'd make like monkey bread and sausage gravy, biscuits and ham and things like that. And we would eat like a larger brunch type thing.
Oh, thanks, Texas Family Camping, for popping in. We appreciate that.
and then
yes, we are. I'm sorry, Russ.
No, you're fine.
In answer to your question, yes, we are doing Mandomania on Thursday. Sure are. So come join us if you can. Hey, John and Nancy with J&M Travels. Great to see you guys. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. So sweet of you. Texas Family Camping. Texas Family Camping, guys, has a really wonderful channel. I have been over and watched some of their videos. Very well done. I really appreciate them because it is Texas. We live in Texas and we love Texas. So hop over there and see what you think about their videos. If you love travel, I'm thinking you're going to really enjoy their channel. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Pam says, I make fry bread for Christmas breakfast coated in sugar and cinnamon. Ooh.
That's similar to the monkey bread. Monkey bread is basically biscuit dough, and it's coated in sugar and cinnamon, and then we bake it. So, but the fry bread sounds good too.
Well, that sounds good, Pam. I'll have to look that up. Send me a recipe if it's not a family secret. But that sounds really good. Okay, go ahead, Russ. I'm sorry.
No, I mean that's usually what we would do. Is we usually have Christmas breakfast or brunch, and then we would do our either before that or right after we would do presents, or we'd like get our stockings or whatever like that and do that, and open presents. It also depended on whether or not I was working, because I worked a lot of time through the holidays. working retail, and most of the days I would have Christmas Day off, at least. But it just also depend on, if I had to work super late the night before, then we wouldn't do anything until later in the day so that I could sleep. But it just depended on that. But
Right.
I mean, and then another tradition is always revolved around church. My family are ministers and missionaries, and so church was the biggest part of Christmas for us. And either through music or through some kind of a program or things going on throughout the community for Christmas, caroling and visiting shut-ins and just getting together as a church, and so that's always been a huge part of my life and tradition.
Right.
So, but and then I've been involved in some sort of Christmas production almost every year of my life that I so until here recently, but so yeah, that's always been a huge part. So.
Neat. Well, and really for us too, Russ. That was always just a big, part of our lives in general. Not just holidays, but so Dean, let's see. We're talking about peanut butter shaped turkey legs. Okay. Okay. Let's say Pam says I buy frozen bread dough and use that once it's thawed and risen. Okay. And then make them into little balls and flatten them. Yeah. Let's see. Flatten them out, deep fry the dough, and then oh wow.
So it's almost like a donut kind of.
Yeah. That's exactly what. Well, that sounds good, Pam.
Or like a beignet kind of.
And I could. Yeah, now I do. I love to make bread. I love bread so much. But I love to make bread, and so I could, just make my own. I usually make cinnamon rolls for Christmas morning. So I might give that a shot. I might give that a try, Pam. I'll let you know how it turns out. But yeah, I could do that. Well, Dean, if you have seen turkey leg shaped cookie cutters, you need one, right? Do you have one? If not, you definitely need one. You could even do turkey leg shaped sandwiches.
Yep.
You could cut out. Wow. You could make turkey sandwiches shaped like turkey legs. Right?
If I still had the equipment that I used to have in my shop, I could make you some, but I don't have it.
Oh, wow. Wow. Cake Art probably has them. Absolutely.
Yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, they probably do. I'm sure somebody makes them, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Well, okay. That's homework, guys. We need to track down a nice turkey leg shaped cookie cutter for Dean.
Yeah.
Somebody makes them. So, yeah. So, yeah. First one to find a turkey leg shaped cookie cutter wins. A turkey leg shaped cookie cutter. Oh my gosh. I had, golly, guys, our time is gone. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let's see, just quickly here. Let me look at what I've got. I have been having Happy Meals for lunch. And you guys know why, right? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the McDonald's Happy Meals, they have come back, and I showed you, let's see, I think I showed you my first one last week. Let's see. Okay, so what did I have last week? I may have this. I think I had this one last week. And they're pretty cool. It's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and they have little hooks there so that you can hook them together like a train. Is that not adorable?
Yeah.
That is adorable. Okay, so the next one I got.
So Stacy just posted a link from Amazon for a turkey leg.
Stacy, we should have known you would be that fast on the draw. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go get one. Yeah. I'm gonna mail one to Dean. Dean, we got to get Dean yeah, you got to have that.
Well,
Obviously.
and Dean just asked you, so you've been following the happy hashtag following the happy with your Happy Meals.
I have been. I have absolutely been hashtag follow the happy. I have been following the happy. I absolutely have been, Dean. I have literally been following the happy ever since you made that. Our channel slogan. I've been following the happy, and this one is Mission Space, and it's Mickey in the little spaceship. Isn't that adorable?
They need to have him. They need to have him spin around and vomit.
Really? Okay.
On that note, hi Jim.
Hey Jim.
And hey Amanda, I don't know if we said hi to you either.
Okay, all right. You do need to get on your Happy Meals game. Jim, I don't know how long you've been here, buddy, but okay. This is what started it right here. Yeah, Mission Space. And am I to infer from that comment that you get sick on Mission Space?
No, I actually I can write it fine, but I know lots of people can't. So.
Jim, hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Jim, I'm talking about I'm having Happy Meals for lunch because I'm a crazy Disney person, and they have the Disney toys back in the Happy Meals. Okay, now this one I haven't opened yet, so let's see what this one looks like. Does anybody have the whole set yet? Has anybody else started?
I've seen a couple people that have the whole thing.
Let's see.
I've not. I haven't even attempted. So.
Okay, guys, this is really cute. This is the vehicle from Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Is that not adorable? It's Minnie in the little vehicle from Dinosaur, and look at that's our dino.
I was gonna say it's got the iguanodon in the back. So.
That is our dino.
That's neat.
That's so cool. So. Now, if Mike was here, I think Mike mentioned something about having been able to get all of them. So
yeah, I'm not sure. He might have them all. So Stacy wanted to remind you that you don't have to get the Happy Meal. You can buy the toys separate.
Well, you can, and I'm going to have to ask about that, Stacy. At some of our locations, you can, and some of them don't do that. So, but I need to find one that does, and try to buy the set if I can, because I just really want the set. So, yeah.
So you'll just suffer through the chicken nuggets to get them. So.
Right. You know, we do what we got to do. And unless I have my grandchildren with me, I'm not generally a huge McDonald's person. I am addicted to their coffee. McDonald's has the best coffee going, guys. It's several years ago. I don't know. It's been several years ago. They swapped over from Colombian beans and they use Arabica beans now. And that's why their coffee is so good. And they also have the best Coke that you can get at the best price. McDonald's Cokes are great, and nectar of the gods, guys. So, okay. So now this is, and oh gosh, we got to hurry. But I did want to show you this. I don't know if you guys have you seen this set, Russ, in the parks.
I've seen the boxes. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the mystery. It's a Haunted Mansion mystery pen set. Now they have a couple right now. They have a couple of different sets that you can get. But there are 2 pins in this box, and I have several pins, and I'll show you these right quick. There's the graveyard. Now these are pretty big too. As you can see, this is a nice big, nice big pen. This is Disney World's Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
And then they also have right behind it, I'm going to show Disneyland's Haunted Mansion because they have both. Is that neat?
Yeah.
So this is a set, and there are 8 in the set. And so I have 4. And I've got a box that I bought. There's Madame Leota. Mm-hmm. I have 4. I have 1 box that I haven't opened yet. So I'm going to open this. I bought this while I was there. And I meant to buy more packs, and I just forgot. I just forgot to pick them up. Russ, I may have to pay you a courier fee and have you grab some of these boxes for me.
Yeah.
And send them to me.
I saw your oven mitt the other day when I was at Disney Springs. So.
Oh, you did, yeah. See, that was the one. That was the one that Mike wanted me to get, and I never actually saw it while we were there. I think it was new while we were there.
Yeah, it was new that week when you guys were here. So
I looked at Memento Mori and see it. Okay, so I come in, just the dark. There too. So okay, let's see what we get. Okay, hopefully no repeats. Maybe I'll luck up and have 2 that I don't have. Oh, okay. All right. Got Walt Disney World's.
Mm-hmm.
Haunted Mansion again. Okay, so that's a repeat.
Now you got a Christmas gift for Will.
I do. Guess what I got? Constance Hatchaway. I got the bride.
Freaky in that.
I'm excited. Yeah, she looks really freaky there, doesn't she? Yeah, Constance Hatchaway, and she cute. She doesn't have her little hatchet, y'all, but
no. Do they glow in the dark at all, or no?
They do glow
in the dark.
Okay, so I've added 1 to mine. So now I have 5. And I've got 2 repeats, but I've got 5 pins, so I need 3 to complete the set. And so I'm excited about that. That's neat. Jim, thanks so much for popping in. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
and Jim,
he and Pam are speaking Swedish or something.
I see that. I said Swedish. Jim, I had the opportunity to meet Jim in Magic Kingdom, and it was a meetup.
He keeps avoiding me for some reason. I can't find him.
Our amazing James. Is he running the opposite direction, Russ? And the Disney Nerd Herders and Jim, we all met up there in Magic Kingdom. And I know that VP was probably around there somewhere too. And he was just kind of in the parks, and we never did get to see him on that particular day. But it was really great to meet Jim. And I would love to, I love our meetups. I always want to just sit down and visit. Russ, you and I had time to, to spend in Disney Springs and hang out. And it's just the visiting is what's really enjoyable. Yeah. So maybe next trip we can do that. Let's see. I think that's all I've got, guys. I have one other pen to show you that I just had to have. I bought this at Memento Mori. Mm-hmm. And obviously I had to have that pen. So
yeah, it's nice. I like the little coffin in the O of the ghost.
So yeah, it is. It is shaped like and the word ghost is shaped like a, I had not even noticed that, Russ. So little detail. Yeah, little detail. Anyway, I have really enjoyed this. I really appreciate you sharing information about Give Kids the World.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I'm not the authority on it. That's just things that I've read,
right.
And definitely go to their website if you want to get more information. And then like I said, check out their YouTube channel as well. They show some really cool stuff on there. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. And thanks again, Stacy, for dropping that link. And Again, Dinners with Donna, Donna Jaworski's link is still open for Give Kids the World. So you can donate through there, or you can go probably through their Give Kids the World website if you want to donate
there as well. So
especially this time of year,
and
everything.
then if you're here and have a chance, get a ticket for to go see the lights. It's $25 a person, which is a steal. And it definitely benefits the great cause. So
absolutely, it does. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that, and maybe we can kind of work out something to help with that in the future. I would love to do some kind of a fundraising thing for them, because it is a great cause. Just absolutely love it. I think that's all I have sitting here, guys, as far as my show and tell. The tree behind me, well, this side, the tree behind me is actually the tree that I do for my granddaughters every year. And it's has a lot of pink on it, obviously, for my granddaughters. And it's Disney princesses and Disney, other Disney ornaments. And they really do enjoy that. The bow at the top of that tree is one that I saved from my eldest granddaughter's baby shower. So kind of a neat deal there. And I can't, Russ, what's going on with you? Tell us what's going on with you.
I've got another full week.
Okay.
Tomorrow at noon, I'll be doing a premiere of my Epcot day with Carlos and Jeff, and there's lots of shenanigans, so you'll be ready to laugh. It's a lot of fun, a lot of ride through type thing, but things, we add some touch to it. So that's a lot of fun. I'm going to be on with Tina tomorrow night at 5. We're going to be talking about Christmas music and our favorite Christmas songs. Thursday, I'm going to be on with Tracy, and we're going to be making gingerbread.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
now I heard make gingerbread. That's cool.
He's making his from scratch. I think I'm going to use a mix. But I think that's at 4:00, and then I'm taking a break on Friday, and then Saturday I will be live from Animal Kingdom at 3:00. So, and then Sunday on my channel will be Nerd Talk, talking about Mandalorian.
Good deal.
So, and then we start the week over again.
Right. Wow, it's just, gosh, it's a busy week, man.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying it. It's fun. So
we are too. I'm hoping to get. Thanks for dropping Russ's link there. So you guys, if you haven't already checked out Russ's channel, by all means, go over to What in the World with Russ and check out his videos. I really appreciate Russ, your content, but you do a great job editing too. And I
enjoy it. So.
That makes all the difference. It absolutely does with videos, and your, kind of, makes a difference as to whether or not you want to finish watching a video or, come back to the channel. So I always appreciate your.
I'm still learning how to be comfortable in front of a camera as far as like while I'm filming. But I'm fine like here.
Right.
But when I'm actually filming, I was like, okay, I need to set this shot up. What do I need to say? What am I going to do? And I got to do it before I miss it. So.
And then, like on the 20th take, you're like, oh.
No, it's fun, and I mean, I'm enjoying it, and again, being here is it's my dream. So I mean, being able to learn to do it here is awesome. So.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pam, I would subscribe to Russ if I wasn't already subscribed to. I would definitely do that. Absolutely. Guys, we have, let's see, I've got some more videos to get up. I'm working on some editing from our recent trip. A lot of it, of course, has Christmas content, so I want to get all of that up as soon as possible. Join us on Thursday at lunch if you can. 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern for Mandomania, which is where William and I are talking about the Mandalorian. Isn't everybody talking about the Mandalorian? I will say no spoilers, but I absolutely, the last 3 episodes have just blown me away. I have really loved the last 3 episodes. And Russ, we need to talk about the Mandalorian. We haven't had a chance to talk between ourselves about the Mandalorian, because I know I've got a lot of stuff to, fan theories to bounce off you. So yeah, okay. Oh, let's see. Stacy filmed some Funko Pop unboxings last night. You got good.
Leave them in there, Stacey. Leave them in there.
Well, here's our Stacy. I am hoping, like after the first of the year, I'm going to do a bloopers video of all the bloopers that we've, and I've got some really funny stuff. I've got some funny stuff from my granddaughter Kylie. She is a hoot. When she messes up, she hates. She's a natural. I mean, Kylie is a one-take kid, but sometimes she gets tickled, and it's really funny. So I've got to save that stuff. Absolutely, save that stuff for bloopers reel. That I thought that would be something fun to do maybe for the new year. Kind of a New Year's too. But, let's see. Let's see if there are any channel announcements that I needed to make. Yes, we will be on next Wednesday, December 16th. We'll guest on Pete McDevitt's channel. We are going to chill with Pete, and that will be 6 p.m. Central and 7 p.m. Eastern. So I got to think of some good questions to call in. So we just need to be ready, right? Okay. Far away, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. We all love Pete so much, but he called me about this like several months ago, and it was the first time he ever actually called me.
Yeah,
and I just kind of fangirled out. I thought, oh my gosh, and he said, "Oh, we want to, have you on." So I was just really excited we're excited to.
Pete's awesome.
He is.
And he's he's all heart. He wants to help us, and that's what he's doing. So that's awesome.
The first time that I ever chatted with him, we chatted for about half an hour. Yeah. And it was about stuff. And he said, "Dawn, my channel exists to promote y'all's channel, to promote everybody else's channel." And man, what a job he does. Golly.
And then I was going to remind everybody too, this coming Sunday at 7:00 on his channel are the Pixar Awards.
Yes.
And so make sure you guys tune in for that too. And yes, Jeff, we will meet up someday. I'm using my last part ticket on Saturday, and then I won't have any more, and I don't plan on buying any more until they get an AP pass. So until they start selling APs again, then I'll be able to do that. But definitely, we'll meet up sometime.
Yeah, Carol. It always starts with chilling, and next thing you know, you're in the hot seat.
I'm on the schedule too for the hangout stream, and then he asked me too. All right, and then when are you going to be in the hot seat?
Right. Well, he's already hit us up too, and and I told William, I said, oh my goodness, William. I don't think William will ever let Jillian go on the hot seat. I don't think that's ever going to happen.
He'll turn redder than your shirt.
Oh my! He will. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. William is. I don't think he's going to let that happen. Jillian's a hoot, guys. I love Jillian so much. But yeah. Oh, Pete hit 100,000 views. Yep. Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Wow.
And then Pam, I'm pretty sure he's got all at least up to the summer booked already for next
year.
Hey,
Jeff. Jeff is popping in. Thanks for popping in, Jeff. I noticed that you went live for a watch party tonight. So, but thanks for popping in. It's sweet of you to hop in. We're kind of trying to wrap it up, and Russ and I are still talking, so we're not doing real well wrapping it up, but that's what we do, right? So It's good to see you. Thanks so much. And don't Dad, Jeff did a feature. We appreciate it so much, Jeff. Featured our channel on his 25 days of Vlogmas. He is featuring channels that are under 100,000 or under 1,000 subs. 100,000. We're definitely under that. And so, we really appreciate you for doing that, Jeff. And so, y'all go over and watch that little piece that Jeff did for us, and we appreciate it. But it's Russ. I appreciate you being here so much. Always. You're kind of getting to be part of the furniture around here. So, I'm gonna quit billing you in the thumbnail as a guest.
We've been the last 2 weeks, so
you have. Yeah. So we just have a good time, and have just.
Well, it's just like my Nerd Talk crew and my, you know, Tina and anybody else. We just always hang out and have fun because we're friends.
Absolutely.
Family, so it's just fun hanging out.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Pam wants us to keep talking because she's not tired.
Oh, Pam. Right. Well, hey,
although Pam stays up till like 4 a.m, so I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, Pam, are you oh my gosh. I am not a night owl, I'll have to say. Oh boy. I am definitely a lark. I'm a morning person. So the reason actually that we scheduled that we started doing our Hitchhiker Chat at 9:00 at night was when William was still working, and by the time he gets William in bed or gets Wyatt in bed at about 8:30, then he could come on at 9:00. So that's the only reason our show is at 9:00 on Tuesdays. But it's worked out. It's worked out well for us. So yeah, we do appreciate it, Jeff. And hope the NFL watch party went well tonight. I'll have to get on some hashtag team replay for that. But
I know my neighbor was watching the game. I could hear him yelling. So
yeah. Dean, if you're still in the chat, buddy, have a blast at Disney tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
take pictures, post pictures all day long for us.
I'm sure we'll see turkey legs. So
absolutely enjoy, and enjoy the day, my friend, and say hello to the castle for us for sure. I can't think of anything else. Did you have anything else?
Nope.
I think we're good. Y'all don't forget about we are going to chill with Pete on the 16th, which is next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then also Pete McDevitt's on his channel. The Pixar Awards will air on December 13th. So you guys be sure and tune in for those, because that's going to be a lot of fun. And guys, thanks again for coming on. We really appreciate you being here, and we've had just a lot of fun and laughed and just enjoyed the evening. We so look forward to seeing all of you. Thanks so much to our great moderators. Russ is on tonight, so he was not moderating, but he's usually modding. But you guys have a great evening and a good week, and we will, we'll see you all again soon. So we appreciate it. And good night, guys.
Hi, guys.